Hi, Episode 3, Chapter Expansion, the inner story that's running your life. Every one of us is living with an inner story, not a story we consciously chose, not a story that's right or wrong, a story that was learned. We learned it from family tone, from school expectations, from early relationships, from moments that shaped us before we had language to question them. Over time, the story becomes familiar, and familiar begins to feel like truth. That's how stories gain their power. What an inner story sounds like? Inner stories often speak quietly, almost invisibly. Life is hard. I have to struggle for things to work. There's never quite enough. I need to be careful. I'm the one who holds everything together. Some stories sound heavier than others. Some sound reasonable. Some even sound responsible. But they are all still stories. Patterns of meaning the mind, learned to organized experience. Familiar does not mean true. Here's something subtle and important. The nervous system confuses familiar with true. If a story has been repeated long enough, the body relaxes into it, even if it's painful, even if it limits us, even if it no longer fits who we are now. This is why change can feel uncomfortable, even when it's positive. The system isn't resisting growth, it's protecting what it recognizes. Life as a mirror, not a judge. Life doesn't respond to our stories with punishment or reward. It responds with reflection. If life is a mirror, then what we meet on the outside often echoes what feels normal on the inside. Not because we deserve it, not because we caused it, but because perception shapes attention, and attention shapes experience. A person living inside the story, I have to struggle, may unconsciously overlook ease. A person living in the story, there's never enough, may feel anxious even in abundance. The mirror isn't cruel, it's accurate. This is not about blame. This work has nothing to do with blame. You didn't choose your first story. You inherited it. You absorbed it. You adapted to it. The power comes not from judging the story, but from seeing it. Because the moment you notice the story running, you are no longer fully inside it. And that moment of noticing creates space. A metaphor, the background music. Imagine walking into a cafe where music has been playing all along. At first, you don't hear it. It's just part of the atmosphere. Then suddenly, you notice the song. The music didn't start when you noticed it. It was already there. But now that you're aware of it, you realize something important. You don't have to dance to it. You don't have to sing along. You can even choose to change it. Inner stories work the same way, where gentle change begins. Change doesn't begin by arguing with the story. It begins by standing beside it. You might say, that's an old story. That was learned. That's made sense once, and slowly something softens. You don't erase the story, you loosen its grip. From there, new language can emerge. Not forced, not fake, but responsive to who you are becoming. Closing reflection. You are not your inner story. You are the one who notices it. And noticing is the doorway to choice. Thank you for listening. Be kind with what you discover. Awareness always arrives before change. Cheers, Valerie.